So I'm going to talk about how I believe that I'm going to make a bold prediction actually is that I'm going to predict that Joe Biden may have already won the primary election. And my reasons being is that there are still 12 candidates in the next October debates. There's 12 candidates still in there. It's already October. And by the looks of it, it seems that most of these candidates are not going to drop out. Maybe half of them at best. But the ones who I'm assuming are going to drop out are going to be people like Klobuchar, possibly Julian Castro, I think for sure, and Cory Booker. But it seems that ones that you would have thought have dropped out already, like Tulsi Gabbard, she's already back in, as you see here, which is what the article's about, sort of. And now there's new candidates that are back in it, which is Tom Steyer. Out of nowhere, Tom Steyer is in the debates now, and he's a billionaire, so he might not even drop out either, because Tom Steyer's a billionaire. He could afford to run all the way to the end. So the reason I think this is all good for Biden is that the progressive vote will be split into possibly 3 to 4 sections, because Bernie Sanders is definitely going for the long run. We know he's not going to drop out. He's way too popular, too powerful. And Elizabeth Warren seems like has gotten tons of money now, and she's now popular in the polls as more than she's ever been. At this late of a stage, Elizabeth Warren for sure will probably not drop out. So, best case scenario I see is Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren splitting a bunch of votes, while Joe Biden is going to walk off with his locked-in votes. And I'm also basing this on the 2015 primaries, the 2016 primary elections, is that when I go back to the same time period, October 13th, 2015, they had such little amount of candidates that they only had 5 people in the debates. It's like as if only 5 people were running for president. This is October 13th, around the time the next Democrat primary debate right now is going to happen. So, because the other candidates were so weak and there's so little of them, it quickly stripped down to between Sanders and Clinton, and that gave Sanders a huge boost. I don't know how progressive these other guys were. They were like someone in the middle, but Sanders got a huge boost without even having to worry about anybody else taking votes. Clinton too. So it was just a neck-to-neck challenge. But now that there's 12 still running around the same time as in 2015, there was only 5. You could bet that all the votes are going to be partitioned. They're going to be split into I don't know how many sections. So the only thing that would possibly stop Biden from winning is if all these centrist Democrats stay in. Andrew Yang is a millionaire, and he might not even pull out either. You also have to keep that in mind. Very many like progressives might fall into the Andrew Yang hype, and he's gonna take votes as well. So the progressive vote might be split into 1, 2, 3, 4 ways. And then the centrist vote, if Pete Buttigieg stays, which I don't think he will, Kamala Harris I definitely don't think will stay. She's pretty much going downhill. She's on a free fall. Only though best case scenario is these two stay, but they won't. They're most likely going to drop out in favor of Joe Biden. So this seems like a masterclass by the establishment once again in how they find a way to somehow beat the more popular candidates. And then the other thing I was looking at is the reason why I'm so skeptical that any of the progressive challengers will beat Biden is because it's only 4 months left. The Iowa caucus is in February 3rd. So, and then it's going to keep going, right? And then March, you have the majority of the rest of the states are going to happen in March. And then, well, it keeps going more and more after that. But the whole point is we're going to get a good feel of who's already going to win already in just 4 months. So it's going to either be razor thin, or Biden's just going to take it. And it's already October, folks. It's going to be October already. So it's October, November, December, January. That's it. And most likely, it looks as if nobody's dropping out. So I look back, another point of reference is the Republican debates, primary debates. This was October 28th, around this time. And as you can see, not even the circus Republican debates had as many as there will be in the Democratic debates. They actually only had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's October. It's gonna be the middle of, soon enough it'll be the middle of October, and I bet you all these people will still be running. So time is running out super fast. I'm predicting that a lot of the centrist Democrats are gonna pull out probably last minute and pull a fast one. And that's what the establishment does. They find weird, tricky ways of fooling the progressive candidates. So I bet you Buttigieg, Harris, Booker, O'Rourke, Klobuchar, and Julian Castro are all going to drop out conveniently in time for Joe Biden to snatch up all those votes. And by then, it's going to be too late. Warren was definitely still going to run, and possibly Yang is still going to run, and Gabbard might still run. That's what I see. I'm predicting Joe Biden already has this in the bag. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm overthinking this too much? If so, let me know. How do you think Bernie Sanders or whoever candidate you're going to vote for? I personally am going to vote for Bernie Sanders, but let me know whatever candidate you're going to vote for that you think will win. Tell me why. Let me know why, because I'm letting you know why I think Joe Biden might already have this in the bag. It's like a collective establishment trick that they did on everybody. So I could be totally wrong. I know this is politics is so unpredictable in 2016 is proof of that. But who knows? At this point, I feel like it's very stark right now for the progressive candidates. If one of them doesn't drop, if Warren doesn't drop, it's gonna be problematic. I urge Elizabeth Warren, if she ever watches this, to drop. Please drop. Alright, there you go.